Hi, Raimi.
Hi, Taylor.
Welcome to
Much
Ado About Some Shit, where every week Raimi tries to talk me into watching garbage television by
Yeah.
walking me through a season, or in this case, episodes
Yeah.
of some bullshit.
Yeah.
What are we doing
Are
this
you ready
week?
for this bullshit?
No.
Aw.
What are we doing?
We are, okay, so we have to talk about episode 7,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to cover episodes 8, 9, and 10
Of.
for Love is Blind.
Okay.
Season 3.
Woohoo.
Season 3.
Season 3, the
Yeah.
latest season. So this
Mhm.
is what is
Currently
out
airing.
as of day of recording.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. And yeah,
Yeah.
we have just a little bit to wrap up
Yes.
for episode 7.
yeah. So we had mainly talked about the conversation at the pool party between Cole and Colleen
Mm-hmm.
came up again,
Yes.
which means that Cole and Zeneb and Colleen and Matt are rocky right now.
Yes.
So to kind of wrap up Cole and Zeneb, they basically tell each other to marry. Zeneb is like, go marry Colleen, and Cole says, go marry Matt. It's wild.
Very healthy.
Yes.
Should break up immediately.
Super healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we go back to the apartments,
Uh-huh.
we have to talk about, so Andrew is at this little gathering.
Right.
So is a bunch of other of the women, but we didn't really get to know them. So
Yeah.
Nancy and Andrew go off and have a talk.
Oh.
So they're talking, and Artis has been kind of pulling away from her physically, and
Yeah, because he's all hung up on Raven.
yeah, and also
Like, I don't care if she did jumping jacks while I was pouring my heart out.
Mhm.
She's
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, that, and then he's like, but abortion. What about the unborn baby?
Oh, God, yeah. Fuck the living women.
Yeah, and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So, Nancy and Andrew are having a conversation, and Andrew is like, "How are things going?" Like, at first he's like, "I loved you,"
Okay.
as like a joke,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's good," and he's like, "Is it really?" And she's like,
No, it's not.
she tells him, like, there's just a lack of connectivity physically,
Yeah.
and
And also, he's a man-child.
yes, yeah. And he's like, well, I'm sorry that you're going through that, like,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And then Nancy kind of starts crying, talking about it with him.
And it's hard.
Yeah. So then Bartise walks over. He doesn't know Nancy's crying. But he walks over and is like, hey, do I have something to worry about? Right?
Fuck off.
Like, you don't seem to care about this woman, but the moment she's talking to someone who proposed to her, you're like,
Hey.
that's my girl.
Yeah.
It's,
Don't mind that I am over here fawning over Raven.
yeah. Ugh.
You can't talk to anyone else. Clearly, he has some messed up opinions about women.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating to
Uh-huh.
watch. And Nancy has to, like, kind of get herself together for a second, and they start laughing. Like, Nancy and Andrew start laughing, and they're like, no, we're fine. Like, we're just talking. We're just having a conversation. Haha, I wasn't crying. It's a lot. And Bartise is like, well, do I have anything to worry about? And Andrew's like, no, like, everything's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just, like, catching up with Nancy.
Yeah.
And Bartise is like, Nancy, do I have anything to worry about?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He asks this repeatedly?
Yes.
Wow.
And Nancy is like, Bartise is like, I'll believe her. Like, if I don't have, tell me that I have nothing to worry about, and I won't be worried. I won't be worried.
Yeah.
And Nancy is like, you have nothing to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, okay, then I won't have anything to worry about, and, like, kisses her and then walks away. Andrew is like, what the fuck? A little bit. And Nancy, basically kind of the biggest takeaway from this conversation is Andrew tells Nancy, like, it'll be fine, but it's not okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm warming up it to Andrew in comparison to
Right.
Bartise.
We're
Like,
forgetting about transcendental orgasm.
I don't give a fuck about his whatever he wants to do. Like,
Yeah.
Bartise has annoyed me enough that I'm like, hey, Nancy, why don't you go with Andrew? He
Right.
seems fine in
Right.
comparison.
Seriously. So then we return to the apartments
Mhm.
and we follow Nancy and Bartise.
Oh, good.
So they go back and Nancy is like kind of the biggest thing that they say, they're fighting about this.
About Andrew?
No. About just like she airs her frustration about how he seems to put a lot of weight on looks.
Yeah.
So,
Obviously.
the biggest things that are kind of said right now, Nancy says, the fact that I love you for who you are, but you don't do the same for me is upsetting, basically.
Yeah. He forgot all about emotional connection when he saw Raven.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then the biggest thing Bartise says is, like, yeah, love is blind, blah, 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 but, like, looks do fucking matter.
They matter for some people,
Yeah.
and they don't matter for others. Both are fine, but if you go on a show
Called Love is Fucking Blind.
where you have to make that emotional connection over the physical, you better fucking be somebody for which looks don't matter.
Seriously. Yeah. Oh, man. That's why. Okay. So, seasons 2 and 3 are a little bit of a fucking mess.
Okay.
Season 1, there was no expectations.
Right.
We didn't
It was a
have a
brand new
blueprint.
show.
Yeah. So, there is such magic there. 2 of the couples that got married, and I think it's only the 2. Yeah. The 2 couples that got married are still together.
Well,
They did it very well. We're never going to capture that same magic.
no. God, no.
So-
Because now there's expectations. People are there for follower counts.
Oh,
It's-
absolutely. Yeah.
It's gained popularity, and therefore the magic is gone.
Yeah, exactly. I think there are some people, like Brennan. I fully believe Brennan was, like, in it. Like,
Sure.
he knew. There's some people.
I mean, Brendan and Alexa seem like they're doing all right.
Yeah. I think I am kind of questioning SK's, like, reason for being there a little bit, but I do think he was
mean-
kind of in it.
Yeah, I think he had good intentions. I don't think they're going to work because he's going to move states soon, and asking a new partner to move states with you is huge.
Right.
So,
Well, we'll
Yeah.
find out today. But, like, Cole and Bartise, they think they're ready, and they're fucking not.
abso-fucking-lutely not.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I, like, cannot.
They're both of their heads whipped to the side when they saw other girls.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Like, whoop,
Yeah.
over there.
It managed to do that while it was up their own ass, too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow. And their foot was in their mouth, too. I don't know
Uh-huh.
how they
I
how
know.
they contorted like
It's
that.
a
but-
wild, like,
Yeah.
middle school boy beast.
Boy, yeah. They're both very similar humans, and they both annoy me very much.
Yes, yeah. So I just, like, yeah, we're never going to capture the magic of that first season,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
we're just along for the
it is
ride.
what it is, yeah.
I think it's all bullshit, so, like, whatever.
Fair enough.
Anyway, onward.
Okay. So they have that talk, Nancy and Bartise. It's not resolved because Matt calls Bartise and he's like, Nancy, where the fuck is Colleen? And Nancy is like, I don't know. Like, I think she's at the club. She's at, like, the candle room, I think it's called. It doesn't matter. So Matt is like, I'm going to pack. I'm out. I'm done. And Bartise is like, whoa, hold on. Let me come over there. So Bartise goes over to Matt's apartment. Matt is alone in the apartment.
Okay.
And it's just Colleen. Or Colleen's not there.
Okay.
And Matt is like, she's at the fucking club. It's 2 a.m. Like, we're about to get married. She should be home with her boy instead of at the club. Like, and Bartise is like, well, what was said before you left? And they took separate cars.
Okay.
And Matt was under the impression that they were going to meet at home.
Uh-huh.
But there was a call a FaceTime call that Matt does not remember, it seems,
Okay.
that Colleen was like, oh, you're going back to the apartment? Well, we're going to the club, so I guess impromptu girls' night. So, but Matt doesn't remember that phone call. So
Why
he's
doesn't
pissed.
he remember that phone call?
Good fucking question. I mean, they've clearly been drinking. So, that's fun.
I was hoping she left his ass.
No. But Matt is ready to leave.
Oh, that's fine.
He's packing bags.
He's not ready for this,
No.
and he needs therapy for his weird rage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We talked about it last episode.
Yeah.
It scares both of us.
Yes, it's terrifying.
It's indicative of some scary things.
Yes. Yeah. So that's where we leave that night
Okay.
and that episode.
Okay.
So that's fun.
All right.
So, episode 8. Matt comes back.
Okay.
Colleen had come back to the apartment with him packing bags. And I guess they, like, made up.
Colleen, no.
I know.
Girl.
They're still rocky.
Well, yeah, he's all over the place.
Right.
Being scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. But it is fun. They're working through it.
Oh, God.
Nancy and Bartice, they make up. They're good.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Cole apologizes to Zeneb.
Okay.
He, like, gets her flowers, is like, I'm so sorry, I am attracted to you, blah, blah, blah.
Well,
I'm not attracted to any of these women. I'm attracted to, like, Kim Kardashian, and you look the most like Kim Kardashian, so it works.
okay.
It's weird.
He realized his error and is now trying to overcompensate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun.
All right.
So Brennan meets Alexa's friends,
Uh-huh.
and Alexa's friends are kind of skeptical of Brennan.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's weird. I mean, it's tough. Oh, your friend goes on this show and comes back with a fiance, and it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
Right.
Are you good?
Right. Yeah.
Or do you have weird anger like Matt?
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, they'll get used to him or they won't.
Right. Yeah. So Matt's friends come over to
Okay.
have dinner with him and Colleen,
Okay.
and he shuts down like a deeper conversation about their relationship
Okay.
with his friends. It's weird, and he also like downplays the issues that they're having. Like Colleen tries to talk about it, and he's like, it's not that big of a deal.
Oh,
We don't
no.
need to talk about that.
Oh no.
And at
Boy
one
needs
point, one of his
therapy.
friends is like, "'Cause I know you yell."
Oh no.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Ah. The red flags keep popping up.
right?
Oh
yeah.
no. Weird anger not being dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
lots-
no, Colleen, I'm actually kind of scared for you.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
Without-
fine.
Without making any assumptions about Matt.
I
You know,
know.
we liability. Just doing a lot of stuff that
Just
that
scary.
as a woman we're trained to watch out for.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway,
All right.
okay.
So, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so Raven
Okay.
goes with SK's family to get fitted for this special like wedding headdress
Okay.
in their culture.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. She does tell his family that she won't be wearing a traditional Nigerian wedding dress.
I could see mixing, like,
Yeah.
I'll wear the cool headdress and the wedding dress that I've, dreamed
Wanted.
of in
Yeah.
my culture.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Seems reasonable.
they're a little like, okay.
I mean, I could see it being a
It's-
bummer
yeah.
for them, but also, like, mixing cultures. There's going to be give and take.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. And I love that she's going to be wearing the, like,
Oh, yeah.
headdress
Mhm.
with, like, a wedding gown.
Right.
I love mixed culture
Yeah.
ceremonies.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
It is. It's good.
Yeah.
Raven gets a bunch of advice from mom and it seems like sister-in-law
Mhm.
of brother. And she's kind of taken back by being told to always have food in the house cuz they'll just show up. So you need to have stew and like all of this shit ready to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little like, oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right? Yeah. I don't know if I have food to eat for lunch today, but it's
Right?
fine.
I'm like, I scavenge all day. I guess that would give me motivation to, like, cook.
Right?
I really enjoy, like, personally, I really enjoy being a good host.
Yeah.
So, like, knowing if at any time somebody could show up and I need to feed them stew, like, I would be so on top of that stew, like, holy shit.
Right? It's terrifying.
Just like an
yeah.
excuse to cook.
Right?
An excuse to have homemade food in my house.
Right? Yeah. Oh, man.
Ugh.
She is also told that she needs to let the man be the man in the relationship. So, like,
Okay, well,
even if you make more than him, like, you need to humble yourself and, like,
all right. Well,
be
I
the
think
woman.
that's more between Raven and SK. They can have
Right.
their opinions, but that doesn't mean, like,
oh, yeah.
they're giving her advice like, have the stew ready. Like, just
Yeah.
be prepared. That's valid advice.
Yeah.
Let SK be the man. That's your opinion.
Right, yeah.
They'll figure out their relationship dynamic no matter what you say.
Right, yeah.
So it's cool.
It's,
It's,
Yeah.
You know, it's like having that mother-in-law, and it's like, you know, you have your opinions, but we're going to do what works for us.
so, Cole and Zeneb go and put a lock on a bridge
Oh, good.
to signify their forever love.
Yeah, those totally last.
Cole drops it into the river,
Well, that's symbolic.
but he does have another.
Oh, brought it back
so
up.
he brought it back up. So yeah, so they're fine.
All right.
Yep,
Well, they're trying.
yep.
You know, props for the attempt.
An attempt is being
And at
made.
least he was a prepared boy. I'll give him
Right?
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd bring the one lock and just be like, well, this falls
Oh,
in.
absolutely.
We're breaking up.
Oh no.
Anyway,
All right.
so props to him for being prepared.
Yeah.
In a way that I would not be.
Right. So then we visit Raven and SK. Raven asks SK to back her up instead of his family on certain things.
Yeah, that's important.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta, especially if you have, like, I don't know if he has a large family or not, but you know, if they're vocal and opinionated, you gotta be ready to have your spouses back.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, and it's, you know, in Nigerian culture, the families are heavily involved. The fact that her family isn't coming to the wedding it's kind of difficult for them.
Sure. Do we know why her family isn't coming?
Basically, she has a very small family, and from what it sounds like it doesn't seem like they're not supportive,
Sure.
but I feel like it's maybe a skeptical thing.
Sure. And maybe it was abrupt too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a planning thing.
No,
also.
that's
'Cause
a
it's
thing
hard
too.
to, like. This is why they're save the date.
Yeah.
You know.
And this is abrupt. Like, one thing she says is she's like, I have one uncle that I'm close with, and he is across the country and can't get the time off. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
one of the
valid.
reasons.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, I understand it could be hard for them, but it could be hard for her too. So I hope they're sympathetic rather than combative about it.
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think Raven feels like her or SK's family wants her to do more to get them to come, but
That's not.
she's very much like, I mean, what can I do?
Yeah, they said they
So-
couldn't. So
Yeah, exactly. They said they couldn't or they wouldn't. So
Yeah,
like, I can't do a whole lot.
exactly.
And that's the end of episode 8.
Okay, so I mean, I still think Raven and SK are doing pretty well.
Yeah, not
Like,
bad.
yeah, they have to figure out their dynamic versus his dynamic with his family and that kind of thing. It does seem like they're being very welcoming. So I'm glad for that. If
Oh,
they're
yeah.
going to be a really involved family, I have seen circumstances where an involved family have not been receptive to a new spouse, and that makes it really hard because they just kind of end up naturally excluding what should be a new member to the family. So
Yeah.
I'm glad it doesn't seem like that's happening here.
Yeah. Yeah. So we start episode 9.
Yeah.
With Nancy and Bartice getting permanent bracelets.
What does that mean?
So what it means is they go to this special jeweler
Okay.
and they solder the bracelet onto their wrist. Yeah.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. Anyway.
Anywho.
So that's fun.
Okay.
Brennan
Yeah.
signs a Jewish prenup.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is that different from a non-Jewish prenup?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
But Alexa's dad and grandfather are there, and they're like, this says even if you guys divorce, you're gonna take care of her. Like,
okay, so that seems different from
yeah.
the non-Jewish prenup.
Yeah, it's like you're going to,
still
you're
gonna
gonna
look
make
out for
sure
her.
any kids that you have are gonna be taken care of. Like,
So basically, you're on the hook for child support.
yeah,
And
no.
you don't get to just vanish.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like,
hell yeah.
and he does it.
Good.
So
Well,
good for
yeah.
him. He
All
gets a little yarmulke, yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, that happens.
Cool.
That's fun.
Well, nice. I'm glad that, he did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cool.
All right. So, 4 days prior to the weddings.
Wow, those are coming up quick. Okay.
Yep.
No wonder that Raven's family couldn't make it. Holy fuck.
Yep.
Get a plane for next week.
Right.
Hell no, with these prices.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So 4 days prior to getting married, Colleen tells her parents that she isn't sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Colleen, please don't do it.
Right? Yeah.
I'm actually scared for this girl.
Right? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
wild.
I want her parents to tell her not to do that. That won't do anything, of
I know.
course, because nobody listens to their parents. But
Right, yeah.
still.
Her parents seem very, very sweet and very nice,
Yeah.
and they're like, hey, you need to do what's best for you,
yeah.
type of a thing.
I'm
And,
glad
like,
they're
we
supportive
will
of
support
her.
you
Mhm.
no matter what you choose.
Good.
So,
Yay, family.
yeah, it's nice. So,
Good.
that's fun.
cool.
3 days before the wedding,
Countdown.
a bunch of the couples are going on, like, last dates. They call it the Last Supper.
That's
It's weird.
ominous.
Yes. Like, Nancy and Bartiste have a date. Raven and SK go on this boat.
Nice.
Alexa and Brennan go to this thing.
Mhm.
And Brennan's like, how sure are you, And he's like, are you in the 80s? Like, where are you at?
Yeah.
And Alexa's like, probably like a 64. And Brennan is like, oh my God, we're on the plus side? Hell yeah.
Bless his heart.
It's a cute little
That's
joke.
cute. See, those two
So-
are really the only ones I have any hope for at this
Fair,
point.
yeah.
It's like, all right, they have pretty positive attitudes. They're,
Right,
like,
yeah.
Don't seem to have a ton of obstacles.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, we're on the plus side. Get
Yep.
it? That's a good attitude, Brennan.
At this time as well,
Mm-hmm.
Alexa and Brennan were the first ones to get engaged.
Yeah.
And as of them getting engaged, the first couples to get engaged in the shows have done pretty well
Nice.
at the time of their engagement.
Cool.
Anyway. So,
Okay. Cool. Fun fact.
fun little foreshadowing for when we eventually cover another season.
Okay.
Anyway. So, it's 3 days before,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going on this date. Matt organizes this date at the aquarium,
Okay.
and they have dinner in the aquarium. It's really cute.
That's fun.
Yeah. So they're sitting there, and Matt is like, he's like asking her questions, and Colleen is like, answering them. And one of the things that he asks is, do you believe that love is enough for marriage?
Okay.
Right? And she kind of dances around it a little bit.
It's a tough question.
Yeah, before eventually saying no.
Yeah.
So then Matt walks out.
How many times has he just left her behind?
This is the third,
Yeah.
so that we know of,
Yeah, I would agree.
and that I
no.
wrote down.
Yeah,
That's another
I think
thing.
I'd agree with her that no, it's not enough because
Yeah.
love changes over time. You have to have enough to sustain you long term.
Well, and I think too, like, there has to be, like, an unconditional love in a way. Like, I love my husband pretty much no matter what, unless he becomes a Nazi.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It doesn't
But
matter. Like,
the second he's like, Heil Hitler, I'm out.
yeah.
or the second he cheats on me, I'm out.
Yeah,
like
both are reasonable conditions.
yeah.
Yeah, there has to be an amount of acceptance for your partner and whatever direction they could go that isn't Nazism.
Yes, I think too. Like you have to have a foundation of love,
Yeah.
and these people don't have that. Really,
No,
a lot of
don't.
these people don't.
I wouldn't even say any of them are really in love
Yeah.
because it has not been a long.
It's been a
enough.
month.
I do not believe in love at first sight.
No, me neither.
I believe in lust at first sight.
Right? Yeah.
But love as it is, that takes time.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't
I had
and
a
I don't
crush on my husband the first time I saw him, but I wasn't in love with him.
Exactly. Love and a crush, love and infatuation are different things.
Absolutely.
So many of them are in infatuation.
Yes,
And
yeah.
maybe that will become their foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Colleen needs to run.
Yeah. Colleen needs to run. Yep.
Okay. All right. Long
So-
and short of it, Colleen, please run.
Yeah.
Please run. I'm very concerned.
Oh man.
I'm very stuck on it because I'm just like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
The next situation we have to talk about is
next
like
situation.
end of episode 9, beginning of season 10.
Okay.
Or episode 10.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Season 10.
Season 10.
10 years later.
Yeah. Oh god.
We've been stuck in this recording booth for 10 years.
It's been 84 years.
It's been.
So, Zaneb
Mhm.
walks out on Cole because so Cole started shooting a Nerf gun while she was frying chicken.
Okay. He really is 10, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's like,
Granted, don't get me wrong. I play with Nerf guns too.
oh yeah,
But not while somebody's fucking cooking.
right? He's like, I was just trying to be fun. So they sit down. Zaneb is talking about her feelings. And Cole says, are you bipolar?
Ooh.
And Zaneb is like,
okay.
well, you know, and keeps going with the way she was, what
Yeah.
she was talking about. And he goes, oh, I asked you a question and you didn't answer it. Are you bipolar? Yeah.
What?
So that causes her to walk out,
Yeah.
right?
Same.
I would too.
Holy crap. Cole, she ignored your rude interruption the first time, and
Right?
then you doubled down.
Yeah, your rude ass question.
Your rude ass question. Like, that wasn't even asked in a, like, authentic way. It
No.
was being a dick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Later, he calls it a line. He's like, oh, you're mad because I said a line,
A line?
like a joke,
That's not a joke.
right?
That is not funny.
No.
It's a serious condition,
Uh-huh.
and you're being a dick.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you guys were having a serious conversation.
She was trying to have
She
a
was
serious
trying to have a serious
conversation.
conversation.
And you were a dick.
Yeah. Like,
The end.
what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild.
Wow.
So Zaneb walks out. Cole runs after her. And while he's running after her, he says, stop making this like it's me. Yep. Yeah.
I'm not the problem.
No.
Everyone else is the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He also says, like, we've come too far
No.
to
Sunk cost
end
fallacy.
this, right?
Sunk cost fallacy.
No, I screamed that as
Yeah.
soon as he said it. I was like, stop it with your sunk cost fallacy. Stop it.
Yep.
He also says, I'm done fighting with you. I'm tired of fighting with you. And she's like, yeah, I'm tired of it too, but like,
But you keep being a dick.
right? He also says, let's just say like it's neither of our fault. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's wild. And
This boy needs to grow.
Zaneb basically is saying things like, she's like, if I didn't want to be here, then I would have left already. Which, sure, but you've also got a man-child going, please don't leave.
Yeah. I'm just going to insult you and be derogatory about a serious mental illness.
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just a prank hand.
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
And at one point, she's like, do you want me to sleep somewhere else? And he's like, no, you should stay here. And she's like, okay, I'll stay.
Oh, girl.
So everything's fine.
No. God.
And then
Such an asshole.
he like apologizes a little more. And she's like,
Little bitch.
it's okay.
No, it's not.
So
Yes.
we have to talk about the bachelor and bachelorette parties real quick.
Oh, God.
Bartise says that he can live with the fact that his family didn't hit it off with Nancy. Because remember, he took the
sabotaged
abortion
it.
bullet
Yeah.
and shot her in
it.
the foot.
Yeah. He shot Nancy with the abortion bullet in
Yes.
front of his family.
Yes.
And they all cheered.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Colleen says, basically tells all of the girls that she told Matt, I'd take a bullet for you, but I don't know if you'd do the same.
Yeah.
And everybody is like,
Girl, run.
right?
Because I don't think he would.
Right? No.
I think you're there to serve him.
Yes. Yep. So, Cole's family, so Zeneb is talking to the girls,
Uh-huh.
and we find out that Cole's family follows Zeneb on Instagram,
Okay.
but refuses to meet her.
What?
Refuses to talk to her on the phone, refuses to FaceTime her. Yeah, until they're married.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Girl, run.
it's so weird.
You also run.
Her-
For less severe reasons than Colleen, but I mean, it's still red flags. They're just a different hue of red, you know?
They're red flags, and they're also a little bit of racism flags. Because
Yeah.
Cole's family says, that's not the girl we see you with.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you didn't mention that part.
I was getting there.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's a yikes.
It's a yikes.
Yeah. So then,
Jesus
we
Christ.
see Cole saying to one of his friends, if you're on board with marrying me, why don't you treat me better?
I want to shake this boy.
Yeah. He's so fucking annoying.
She does. Everything that happens is because you open your big stupid mouth.
Right?
And shove your big stupid foot right in it.
Right?
Over and
Ugh.
over and over. And then you're like, let's just say it was both of our faults.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Fuck
Right?
you.
Oh, he's so fucking annoying.
Oh my God.
And he says that they have a lot of talking and praying and thinking to do.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
In that order?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Is she religious?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe that's
In the
fine.
pods, he was like, you know, and God is a really big part of my life. And she's like, mine too. Like,
Okay.
I
All
wouldn't
right.
want to get married without
Okay.
having God.
Well, in that case, then it's fine.
Right?
I would be like, oh no, but if she's also religious, then cool.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's fun.
He has a lot of growing up to do.
So much.
First and foremost,
Oh
I
my
shouldn't.
God.
I don't want him to do that as a married man.
No.
I'd like him to do that before he gets married.
Absolutely. That's
Holy fuck.
I love my husband. That is a huge reason why we didn't get together at certain points of when we could have. That's why we weren't together in high school.
Yeah.
That's why we weren't together
A lot of
at
growing
a
up.
certain year.
A lot of growing up to do.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I remember.
Yes. Well, and I tell everybody, like, I tell people, you know, we met in high school, and they're like, oh, are you high school sweethearts? And I'm like, no,
No.
we weren't. And we're pretty okay with that.
Yeah.
Because we had to become people.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I love you both. I don't think you would have made it if
No,
you got together in high
Absolutely
school.
not. No, absolutely not.
Anyway.
So, yeah. Anyway, so SK
Mm-hmm.
then tells his friends that his mom is not happy with Raven's parents because they aren't supportive, basically.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I could see that from her perspective.
Yeah.
Because she's, like, going out of her way to
Yeah.
to welcome Raven and everything, and Raven's family can't be there.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's probably hard for her to understand from her perspective.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. So for the bachelorette party,
Mm-hmm.
the girls go to a strip club.
Okay.
It's great. Male strippers everywhere.
Yes.
But Raven is like, I'm too grown for this.
Yeah, it stops being fun.
Take a shot and let the stripper flail around in your face. These
Fair
people
enough.
work hard.
I mean, yeah. Sex
Give
work
them the
is-
dollars.
Sex work is real work.
Sex work is work.
But also, yeah.
Ugh.
See, I'm too ace for that shit. I'm just like, okay, this is a lot of gyrating.
Well, what about
And
if we go to a club with like a titty bar and titties are just out?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
I mean, I'll do it. I'm just,
Sexist. No.
I'd go to either of these things, but I also understand going and be like, yes,
Yes.
yes, this is what I thought it was going to be.
That's a banana hammock.
Yes,
Stick.
yes, it is. Anyway,
It's a man wearing ruched panties.
yes, I'm going to go back to conversing with my friends now.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anywho.
Okay. So, now we get to the weddings.
The dread I feel for these people.
Fair. Okay. So,
It's gonna rock.
Raven and SK.
Yes.
Raven is ready to say yes. SK is scared about the distance.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah.
I think that's a very real and reasonable hurdle.
Yeah. So that's just kind of like the bullet points of what happens before the actual ceremony.
Okay.
Another little bullet point is that SK's mom helps Raven get the headdress on her.
Oh,
It's a very sweet moment.
that's nice.
And SK's mom, I think her name is Ade, is like, we can't wait to have you in the family.
Aw.
You're a great woman. We're so happy SK found you.
That's really sweet.
That type of thing.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's very sweet. And you
Aw.
can tell Raven is also very grateful and happy to have a mother figure with her right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, her own family can't be there, so to have somebody in a parental role so supportive, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah.
families adopting new spouses.
Yeah, it's very
It's like,
sweet.
we love you now.
We love you. You're mine.
You're ours now.
Yes. So they walk down the aisle. She goes down the aisle. I forgot that apparently they all write their own vows. So I
Okay.
wrote down that they wrote their own vows because I thought that was very sweet.
Uh-huh.
Turns out it's something all of them do.
Okay, it's required
Yeah.
homework for the show.
Yeah. They have a priest there, and theirs is a female priest, which is just neat. Or a justice of the peace or something.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. Females can't be priests,
Right. Yeah.
but
There's
pastor.
there's one in a season.
Officiant.
She's got a collar on.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very
Okay.
interesting.
That's not.
Love to know more about her.
Yeah,
Um,
that's not Catholicism.
We never will, though.
We will never know. All right.
So-
if anybody knows, please reach out to me on
Yes.
Twitter. I want to understand.
Yeah, talk to us on Twitter. Send us a message on Instagram.
Yeah, just reach out. I wanna understand because that's neat.
Anyway, the justice of the peace says a little something. The officiant says a little something. They do their vows, and then the officiant says some more things. Basically, they're like, you propose to marry each other sight unseen to prove that love is blind.
Okay, so a mandatory line shoved in there by the producers.
Yes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they ask,
What a great way to make this as inorganic as possible.
it's so sweet. They say their own vows, and then this officiant goes, production line.
Oh my god.
And the Ironsides type music starts, and
Oh
it's like,
my
oh my god.
Wow, way to ruin the mood.
Right?
All right, cool.
It's a lot. So the officiant is like, SK, if you want to do this, say I do. SK says no.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He says that it's not the right time.
That's cruel.
Yeah.
I mean, they could continue dating or whatever, and I know it's not because of him. I'm sure this is production's last big what's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
happen. So if the people want to call off the marriages, they have to do it during the ceremonies because of production. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
isn't. I don't for a second believe this is SK just being an absolute dick.
No.
But damn it.
Right? But they're making him look like an
Yeah.
absolute dick.
And I feel so bad for him.
Right.
To have that with his family and everything, and then
It's kind of nice that her family's not there.
I mean, yeah,
in a way.
But also, where's her support system now?
Exactly.
Well,
She has bridesmaids
okay,
that are good
okay,
friends of
okay,
hers.
good.
So,
I just, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, hopefully she knew before. Like, hopefully they had a private talk off camera beforehand, and he was like, hey, we're not going to get married today.
Right.
I really hope.
She walks out.
Yeah.
She's like, but they hug.
Yeah.
They hug, and then she walks out. There's a line that seems very edited in of her saying something, so I didn't include it in my recap.
Sure.
And then we go to SK. He says that there are a lot of unanswered questions about their relationship.
Yeah.
The family situation is bothering him.
Yeah.
And also, like, she has some very strong opinions
Sure.
that she doesn't seem willing to compromise on.
Sure.
Namely, the fact that he's going to be moving to California and she wants to, like, keep her apartment and stay there. And
I
all of
thought that would be a big hurdle for them, and I'm not surprised.
And that's also why I'm like, SK, why would you even do this if you know you have to leave in a couple months?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, maybe they'll try to continue dating.
Totally.
Long distance,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So if
or maybe
in order to continue dating they have to go through this song and dance for the show, then you know, I get it.
So then we go to Raven, and it's very sweet. SK's mom goes to Raven.
Aww.
Yeah. And Raven is like, I'm so glad that you're here and I appreciate you. And SK's mom is like, I'm so sorry that this happened. We were ready to have you in our family, you know, and I'm sorry that this happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe someday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that sounds like they're going to continue to try to date and everything.
She also says that she can't be the perfect Nigerian wife.
Yeah.
And that she was planning on saying yes. So.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of left there.
Well, that seems fine. I mean, it seems like they did as healthy a job as they could in this fucking show.
Yes.
So good for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope they're able to date long distance and see if they can work it out.
So then we go to Nancy and Bartice's wedding.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So Nancy says that the second date, she knew that Bartice was the one.
Okay.
And then Bartice says that hopefully it's forever.
Yep.
Yeah. Nancy gives Bartice a gift. And it's a bunch of little things throughout their relationship. Like the fact that he forgot toothpaste. So they had to share toothpaste. And there's a lint roller, because there's lint rollers all over their house. And she had a really bad hangover. So she ate all of his hangover medicine. So she's replenishing his. And she got him fucking men's multivitamins, because he didn't have any multivitamins, so he's been taking her multivitamins. Like, and so he starts crying about this gift.
Okay.
And I love, he walks away and goes into the bathroom, and a producer follows him and is like, talk to me, Bartice.
Oh my God.
And he's like, she's just so sweet. She takes care of me and blah, blah, blah. And Bartice's dad comes in and they explain the gift to him. And he's like, oh, that's like something your mother would do.
Oh no.
And I just like, I don't know. I don't fucking understand people who want to marry their moms.
Nope.
Fucking weird to me.
Nope.
Anyway.
Okay.
Bartice sends Nancy a shot. With a little card that says, like, let's do this, babe.
Okay.
So she takes a shot.
All right.
So that's fun.
Okay.
We get down the aisle.
Uh-huh.
We do, officiant speaks their vows. Do you want to marry this man sight unseen? Do you approve love is blind?
Yeah.
I, like, blacked out for a second. I don't know what I became.
It was glorious. Anyway.
So, Nancy says I do. And then they fucking cut right before Bartice says anything.
Rude.
So we don't know. So that's fun. But we get a preview for the next episodes.
Wow. Wait, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to wait till next week to find out.
Jesus Christ.
by the time this episode comes out, the episodes will have been out. The Love is Blind episodes will have been out for a couple of days, so we'll know. But right now, we do not.
Yes.
At the time of recording.
Time of recording,
Yeah.
we know not.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's fun.
Wow. I hope they all say no. Except Alexa and Brennan. They can do whatever. They seem
Fair.
fine.
Do you want to hear the little preview that I wrote at all?
Sure. I didn't know you had it.
I did.
Okay.
Because I was just like, why not?
All right.
Let's do it. Let's leave you on the edge of your seat.
Next week on Love is Blind.
Zeneb and Cole seem good.
Okay.
They seem fine.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alexa and Brennan seem a little rocky.
Whoa.
Yeah. We see some tears.
Oh.
Yeah. Matt seems bad for Colleen.
Yeah.
As usual.
God. Yeah. I think I'm only invested right now because I'm scared for Colleen.
Fair enough.
Actually concerned.
Yeah. Yep.
Just because I think there's a lot Matt needs to go over in therapy and deal with internally, and I don't want Colleen to be subjected to that.
Seriously. Yeah. No, a lot of so some things that I forgot to write about. A lot of his friends have been calling him 2-date Matt because since his divorce, he'll go on a date or two and then he'll never see this woman again because he runs.
Okay.
And or maybe they run. I don't know.
Yeah. He could say
Seems
he
possible.
runs, but I've definitely moonwalked out at dates where the guy is telling me about some red flags. And I'm
Right.
like, okay, thanks for letting me know.
Cool.
Bye.
Appreciate that. Big time.
Uh-huh. See ya.
Yeah. And yeah, Matt has not had a long-term relationship since his divorce.
Yeah, I think he needs therapy.
He needs a lot of therapy.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the rockiness between Alexa and Brennan was just editing
Right,
for
yeah.
artificial drama or not,
Mm-hmm.
because they do that.
Yep.
And those two have been remarkably solid this
Yeah.
whole season, so they're like, ooh, what's going to make people tune in? Oh, to see if these two actually go down
We
the
want to see it
aisle.
anyway. You don't have to manufacture this fucking drama.
They're going to anyway, though, because
I
there are
know.
plenty of people who go, meh.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up for this week.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How do you feel? What are you thinking?
Exhausted. I don't need to lie down this week.
Oh, wow.
It's not a lie down week.
Wow.
It is
That's surprising.
I'm gonna go think about the nature of humanity week.
Oh,
But-
no.
Those are every week, pretty much.
Yeah, that reads.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for listening. We really
Yeah.
appreciate you. We will be back next Monday with
More Love is Blind. We're going to wrap up
the
Love is Blind.
finale.
Yeah.
of Love is Blind season 3.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all
Reddit.
Yeah, much ado, some shit.
Yep.
And a big shout out to our patrons.
Our patrons.
Woohoo! We've
Thanks,
got
patron Emma.
Emma.
Thank you, patron Florence.
Florence.
And thanks, patron George.
New patron George. Is this the George I know?
Yeah.
George, God damn it! God damn it, George. All right, well, thank you.
Thanks.
We love all of you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Yes, and we will be back next week.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.